you not to call. But listen, I would like for you to call me Gwendolyn, maybe Gwen. Yes, I want for you to feel as though you can speak to me as an equal, which you are not, but I don't want us to have a big boss-employee kingdom. Okay?
Okay, I will.
You will what?
I will call you by your first name so there won't be any big boss-employee thing between us.
No, that's not what I wanted. I wanted for you to take this opportunity to call me Gwendolyn, or Gwen, as I say.
Okay, Gwendolyn. I will call you Gwendolyn from now on.
Or Gwen.
Or Gwen. Now can I tell you what I came in here for?
No, I don't think that we're quite finished with this. I think that you need to say my name out loud 10 times just so that it is instilled in your system. So that you have muscle memory. Your mouth will remember saying it.
Fine. Gwendolyn, 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 Gwendolyn.
All our problems will be solved.
Not all, I'm afraid.
Jacqueline, this is the United Nations Maps Division. This is the least controversial division in the entire thing. I chose this job for tranquility. Now what could possibly be going wrong so that you have to come in such a calamity like you did 2 minutes ago?
There's a problem with the New World Maps.
Oh, is that all you had me worried? Is the problem Turkey being coloured in puce instead of grape, and Japan's borders 2 feet too wide?
No, ma'am.
What is the problem?
Look at France.
Yes. It is a nice shape. It's a lovely light yellow colour. What was I supposed to be looking for?
The capital. That's the problem. Paris is not on this map. How did this happen? We don't know.
The Secretary General will have our heads for this.
What are we going to do?
How many of these have been printed?
Over 346 million.
And nobody caught it out?
All our proofers were busy dealing with all the volatile countries. Nobody bothered to look at Europe.
This is the worst thing that has happened in this department since we left out Madagascar in 1983.
What happened with that?
Nobody noticed. That's what happened this year. This is going to be all over the internet. The map bloggers will have a field day with this.
What are we going to do? Does this mean
Yes?
they'll have to evacuate? All the Parisians will have to leave Paris?
Well, technically there is no Paris for them to leave. Maybe that is the best idea. Jacqueline, you have this map on a PDF?
Yes.
Email it to me.
I did last week.
Yes, you did, and I forwarded it to the president.
Hello? President Sarkozy's office, Suzanne.
Hello, Suzanne! Gwendolyn from the UN Maps Division. How are you today?
Ça va? How can I help you?
Suzanne, I need to speak with the president immediately. It's urgent.
Il est un peu busy.
I understand that. But once he sees the email I have sent him, he is going to want to talk to me.
Shocker shit!
I think he already has.
Suzanne, you're the United Nations Map Department.
Monsieur le Président.
Don't give me that little president bullshit. What the fuck happened to Paris?
Mr. Sarkozy, it was a printing error.
A motherfucking printing error? Are you fucking kidding me?
I can see that you are upset.
Upset.
What is this?
They forgot to put Paris on the map.
What?
Really? Like...
It wasn't intended. It's not something that we have tried to do, Mr. President.
You have You have done what no one else has. England, Germany, Italy, they all tried to hide themselves from the map. Thank you for doing that accidentally.
I assure you, Mr. President, it was an honest mistake.
I do not want to hear that.
Now, Mr. President, we feel that we've come up with a solution.
That's good to hear.
Now, as you are aware, the United Nations maps are the definitive maps for the world, and therefore, the maps that we put out are the maps that the world recognizes.
Oui.
And therefore, because Paris is not on the map, Paris technically does not exist as a city on this planet anymore. And therefore, anyone in Paris technically does not exist anymore.
What are we going to do about this?
Well, you are all going to have to leave immediately until we fix this.
How long do you think that's going to take?
At least a year.
As president of France, I cannot allow this to happen.
Well, because you are technically in a city that does not exist right now, you are technically a president of nothing. So if you would like to being the president of France, you'll have to go to a city that the UN recognizes as a city, such as Versailles or Nice. He must be baffled.
Do you have une crise cardiaque?
I can't take this.
Maybe I should... Does he have an assistant? I think he has a
Want to
secretary.
evacuate?
Put your assistant on.
Please deal with this. Thank you.
Alors,
I'm putting you onto my assistant. You're on.
okay, maybe together we can figure something out. She's gone.
Yes? Is he?
Yes.
Okay. Now, exactly what are we going to do about this?
I've got it all figured out. Just listen. Mr. President, we are going to have to leave Paris after all.
This is terrible. When do we have to leave?
But right away! Right now, we are in a void!
Damn it. I thought you was right.
Oui.
So they have agreed the Parisians will evacuate Paris until the maps are fixed. But I told them we would expedite it.
How angry is the president?
Well, we're not his favorite people right now, but then again, we never were.
It's a shame.
But it's only temporary. I mean, Paris will be back in all of its glory.
I cannot believe this is happening.
We are moving.
I'm just another president that lost Paris. This is awful.
Listen, it couldn't have been helped.
Have you seen my phone new? What's that?
Ah, oui, I sent it to Charles for 2 days ago.
Good.
I know you love fondue. Hey, what of this matter? What are we going to do with our fabulous city, the Louvre? All this?
I have no idea.
You know, you are lost. You are lost, I understand. Alors, maybe we take... Ah, yes, moving the Louvre. What about the Venus de Milo? You know, it's okay, she lost a leg, but it's not too terrible.
Is it going to hurt the pay?
Oui, a little. Hey, but after the auction, we're going to pay off all of our debts. Oh, you want to know about the citizens? Oh,
Yes. What is the
Citizens of
reaction?
the house. Well, they are accepting it. With varying degrees of acceptance. Deliverers, theatres and moved to their agrarian past. The conservative theatres and moved to their chateaux. Et alors, the communists, the theatres an inevitable change towards a radical bourgeois system. Et the axis s'enchaînissent. Alors eux, they see it as just another thing that doesn't matter. Uncaring and meaningless existence.
Yes, good, thank you. It was a good idea on your part to move the August holiday into January. That was good, because they're all going to leave. Thank you.
I'm a genius, yes. You are an adult, I can see. Alors, qu'est-ce qu'on va? What are we going to do now?
It is on the girl.
Yeah? You have your yellow sack, I can see that. Alors, take your things and go. I know Carla, she's waiting in the car.
Yeah, Carla's in the car.
I'll be back in a minute. Oh, it's easy.
Wait, are you coming?
I'll be in a minute. I just have to say goodbye to this place. Such good memories.
We'll always have Paris.
No, we won't.
Carla's in the car, so I'll see you later.
Paris, the city of lights, lover of the sun, the most romantic place on earth.
And it is all ours! You are a genius!
I told you we could do it.
The two of us, alone, in Paris, for a year at least. What shall we do first? I want to see the Eiffel Tower, the Pantheon, the Arc de Triomphe, the left bank.
We will, ma chérie. In time. We have all the time in the world. But for now, let's see if our alleged president left a good coat you wrong behind.
Madam Secretary!
Glenn, what have I told you?
Oh, sorry. Mr. President! Gwendolyn!
Thought you were clever.
Yes, actually.
You're not clever enough.
How did you find out?
Well, I used the old law and order method of working out the means, the motives, and the opportunity. You, Jacqueline, had the means to erase Paris off the map by beginning the spring Arab uprising and therefore destabilizing the Middle East, making our proofers only look at the Middle East, completely ignoring a state that hasn't even changed its governance since the 18th century, like France.
But how did you find out? Clueless as always.
Damn you! I cannot deal with this.
Go on, Mr. President. Please. It's all right. How did you find out?
After speaking with Suzanne, I found your LinkedIn profile. I recognize your picture. So I did some more research. And then I found that you had another photograph. At the Tahrir Square, you remember a year ago?
The Egyptians.
Yes. What exactly did you do?
That is none of your business.
I think you incited the Egyptians to have
Exactly.
an uprising.
Yes, you did. You did. You told me on Facebook. I remember.
And that's for you. As soon as you printed out the maps, you thought you could convince me to evacuate Paris.
Of course, I am so much smarter than you.
And as our trusted employees, you had ample time to pull this off.
all that was left was the motive. What it did. She figured it out.
I figured it out.
Between watching Law and Order.
No, different. I remembered our interview. When I asked you a question, I asked you what was your idea of heaven, and you said Paris, without all of the tourists and the Parisians.
Hey! It was before I met you.
Do you want to know what's going to happen to me next?
Don't you?
Are we gonna go to jail? Or worse?
What could be worse?
I think I have an idea.
What about your case?
You're going to bring everything and everyone back to Paris. But I can't arrest you because unfortunately Paris, every time something happens, the army and the police run away.
It does seem to happen to me.
Don't get it twisted. We helped you in your revolution.
The American Revolution, and I'm sure they thanked you.
Which one's about our love?
Well, that is still a surprise that I'm trying to get used to. Isn't it?
You can have it back.
So what is going to happen to us?
I just said it. You're going to take everything and everyone back to Paris.
Oh,
Yes.
Sotheby's. You must call Sotheby's and cancel.
And Chaplin, you will put back every Paris on every map by hand.
All 346 million?
Yes.
Oh.